Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to sidechain a kick to an 808. So when the kick hits, the 808's volume will go down. And basically why you would want to do this is because when you have both of the kick and the 808 playing at the same time, it crowds the low frequencies and you get sort of a muddy sound. So the first thing I'll do is pull in a kick and an 808. And then I'm just going to put some notes in here of them playing at the same time, add a couple of FX channels, and route each of them to one of the FX channels. I'll route the 808 to 1 and the kick to 2. Then I'm going to name those. I'm going to go ahead and go down here. You see my 808. It says the note in the name of it, which is E, so I want to change that to E in this piano down here, so it plays the right notes when I play them on the piano roll, or just play them on a keyboard or something. If you don't have this, I have a video that will teach you how to find out what note your 808 is on and tune it. I'll leave a link in the description. Alright, now that we have that done, we're going to want to go to the kick. So open this window by clicking on your kick down here, go to FX and add a peak controller. And then once you have the peak controller added, go ahead and go to the FX mixer, and on your 808 channel, click on the volume knob and click connect. Or actually, we want to rename the controller before we do this. I mean, it's not necessary, but it just helps. So double click your controller in your controller rack and name it kick controller. And if you don't know how to bring your controller rack up on the top left, if you see where my mouse is, there's this show hide controller rack, and you can bring it up with like that, and then just double click and rename it to kick controller or whatever you want to rename it to. And then basically we're going to go here and right click the 808 volume knob and click connect to controller, and it'll have kick controller. Now you might see this and you might say, oh, okay, so I'll click OK and it'll be connected, but that doesn't work and it will cause problems, and it'll be really annoying. So what you need to actually click the user controller right here, and then it'll map to the kick controller like so. Okay, now that that's done, by default it actually brings the volume of the 808 up, I believe. Yeah, it brings it up all the way by default. So you're going to want to go to your kick and click controls on the peak controller, and in order to have it bring the volume down, you need to bring this to the modulation amount to a negative amount. I'll bring mine down to like negative 0.25. It doesn't matter. You're probably going to want to change it once you play it. And then, as you can see, it's bringing my 808 volume down. And it seems like my 808 is much louder than my kick in the first place. So to bring down the bass volume of your 808 now that it's linked to this controller, you're going to want to do it in the controller and not on the FX mixer. So the bass right here, go ahead and bring that down if you want to bring your 808 volume down. So I'm going to bring my 808 volume down here. And then I think I'm going to bring this down a little more too, so it goes down more when the kick hits. And now we'll try this again. Still very, very loud. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the bass down some more on this 808. By the way, this is the bass volume, not the bass as in the low frequencies on the peak controller, the bass volume. And actually, the reason it is getting so loud, I just noticed it, is because the 808s are overlapping. The first one is overlapping with the second one that plays. In order to prevent this in LMMS, go ahead and click on the 808, go to the envelope, and you're going to want to bring the hold up all the way and everything else down all the way. So this means it only plays during the note in the piano roll. So then you also have to go here and put in an actual note. So then this is going to quit playing when the second one plays. That is actually why the volume was getting so loud there, I believe. All right. There. Now the volume's not getting as loud, and we can go ahead and turn this bass volume back up if we wanted to. And I'm obviously getting some clipping here, because my 808 and kick are both so loud, so the combined volume's clipping. But that's a different video. Now you've seen how to bring the 808 volume down when the kick hits by sidechaining. Thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. If you want to watch some podcasts or listen to some of my music or learn how to code, I have channels that will teach you that too. The links will be in the description. I also have an Instagram and Twitter.